I understand it's a minor thing, but this is Texas, y'all. This is ice. There's ice on my set where we would set up for Let's Make a Meal. That's ice. Ice. More ice. Ice. That is all ice. Even the dog wants to go back inside because ice. Second of all, if you are going to use a knife to cut something, it is recommended that 1, you watch a professional cooking video, because I am not a professional, but 2, that whenever you're holding with your non-dominant hand, you don't stick your fingers out like this. You curl them back like this so that you don't cut yourself. I'm using my hand to hold the phone, which is a slight problem. So yes, proper chopping involves something where you can have your fingers at a nice angle, and so as you chop things, your knuckles hit the blade instead of your blade hitting your finger. Again, definitely recommend an actual professional video, but you can guess why I might be going over this with my hands that don't have any band-aids on them. Will's hands don't look the same as mine. So that brings me to my last point. So step 1, it's cold outside. Step 2, Will is currently wearing a very large band-aid on his non-dominant index finger, so cooking doesn't seem like a great thing for him to do today. And third, it is almost Lent, but not Lent. So therefore we are in the season of, this is actually Fat Thursday, apparently. So I'm making Polish donuts that I can't pronounce the name of. Paczki? Paczki. I don't know. They're Polish donuts. Anyway, and we're about to do my favorite part of baking whenever you are doing a yeast thing. Which is, I've made the dough. It has roughly doubled in size, and now it's time for punching down the dough. Where you whack it. You whack the dough. This is the best part. Because nothing bad happens, and you just give that dough what's for. I should probably have used my knuckles instead of my open hand, but that was not as much fun. I did wash my hands before I started, by the way, in case you wondered. But maybe we should have a video on hand washing in this day and age. Anyway, so I've now punched down the dough. It should look a little bit shiny because the pan that it's in has been well oiled and greased so that it rises very nicely and doesn't stick to anything. And we'll be back to look more at donuts as the donuts progress. Also, my hands are slippery. This is a bad sign because I had a student, and I think this is more than doubled. Also, it's probably, is it stuck? It's not stuck! Woohoo! It's alive! And it's gonna be tasty. The directions said that I could cut into it with a knife and then add a filling. The directions overestimated my abilities with fillings. So I'm gonna try it again, but they are beautiful and delicious, and they're great when you just dunk them in things. So they're delicious. They're basically like a very soft, tender, slightly sweet dinner roll by themselves, and then you put jam or icing or other things on them, and they're amazing. So yes, highly recommend. They're fantastic. So I already talked about the donuts, but I realized that Will was not in any of the videos, and I didn't want you to think that he was dead.
Okay. They were delicious. So I was working on projects and stuff in my office, and my wife came in with some donuts, homemade donuts filled with homemade frosting. It's like, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. And they were really good. They were nice, light, and airy. I know you kept talking about having a hard time filling them with things, but they were delicious whether or not you did. So I fully approve.
Cool. And show them your Band-Aid finger and tell them to be careful with knives.
Knives are fine. They're your friend. Just don't cut yourself too often or they'll cut off the corners of your whittling chit.
Or what?
It's a Boy Scout thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.